Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's Torn Down the Middle, Chapter 12, and this one is titled The Album. You walked over and slammed your hands down on the bench in front of your mum. Mum, you said sharply with an acute inhale through your nose. I need to see the album from the wedding now. Why are you so hell-bent on finding out if he was at your auntie's wedding? She said with a laugh. Because he could be my one true love, that's why. Child, where did you get this dramatic flair from? She asked with a chuckle and a tired sigh. Oh, God. Listen, okay, I'll ring your auntie. She would definitely have the album at her place if it isn't here. Well, I know it's definitely not here, you said. I tore your room apart looking for it. Yes, I know, because I had to clean it up, your mum said with a sigh. Okay, let me ring her and ask. She pulled out her mobile and rang your auntie. Hey, just me. I have a very desperate girl here who claims her one true love went to your wedding and she needs to see the album to find him or she'll die, your mum said bluntly, looking you dead in the eye as she spoke to your auntie. There was a pause and then your mum laughed. Okay, great. Thank you. You've saved me from arranging a funeral. I'll send her over. Your eyes lit up and you squealed loudly while your mum waved her hand at you to try and get you to calm down. Okay, no worries. Thank you again. Bye, your mum said before hanging up the phone. She said she has the... Oh my God, thank you so much, you're amazing, I love you, you screamed at your mum as you tried to hug her over the bench, dropping your bag on the floor in the process. Okay, calm down, your auntie's expecting you, go, she said with a shooing motion of hand. You're the best and I'll give you front row seats at the wedding, you shouted as you raced out the door. I'm the mother of the bride, of course I get front row seats, you heard her yell in reply as the front door slammed closed behind you. You got to your auntie's place in no time flat and tried to push the door open to run inside, but didn't quite time the turning of the handle and the pushing of the door at the same time and ended up just running face first into the door. I'm here, you yelled as you finally entered. Yes, I heard you imprint your face into my wooden door, your auntie's dry reply came, drifting from the study. You followed where her voice came from and found her pulling out the albums. I love you, you squealed as you walked in and picked up one, opening it and scanning the pictures. Who exactly are we looking for? Your auntie asked. I'll help. Little kid, red and white hair, two different coloured eyes, one blue, one grey. You listed authoritatively as you continued to flick through the pages. So far the book that you had picked up was the pre-wedding pictures of your auntie getting ready in the morning with the bridesmaids and you. Okay, this is the wrong book, you said, putting it down and picking up another. I have the attendance in the garden album, your auntie said. Yes, I kind of remember it being like a gardenish setting, you replied, holding your hand out to her. Can I have a look, please? She nodded and handed it to you. You started at the beginning and started scanning through the photos, muttering red and white as your eyes flicked over the pictures. Suddenly you spotted him. There! You gasped loudly, pointing to a picture. There he is! Your voice was so shrill it shocked your auntie, and she nearly dropped the other album that she had picked up. She looked over to where your finger was planted firmly onto the page. It was the back of a little boy's head, but he definitely had the red hair on one side and the white hair on the other. Yep, well, that definitely matches your description, your auntie said with a laugh. Is this where we say case closed? Not quite, you mumbled. I need to see if I can find a picture of him and I together, or... You reached into your shirt and pulled out the ring on the necklace. Find a picture of him holding this ring. Did he give that to you? Your auntie asked curiously. Yeah, he did. Well, that's what I remember, anyway. Okay, well, I'll help, your auntie said, turning her attention back to the album in hand. I'm pretty sure it happened in the garden, you added, still flicking through the album in front of you. There was silence as you both looked through your respective books. You found a few more pictures of Todoroki with his parents, but none of him on his own or with you, and certainly none with him and the ring. Well, I have half a bit of evidence, you thought as you came to the end of the album. The last few pictures in the album were group photos with the bride and groom, and you were about to close the book and move to the next one when you saw a group shot with all the kids in it. You looked. There you were in your flower girl outfit standing next to Todoroki. Your heart skipped a beat as you stared at the photo. Then a little blonde boy standing on the other side of you in the picture drew your attention. Auntie? Who's that? You asked, pointing to the blonde boy. She looked over. Oh, I'm not sure, but if you pull the photo out, I've written the names of everyone on the back and their connections to us, she said with a laugh. There were so many random people at the wedding that day. I had to ask relatives who everyone was. You pulled the photo out and flipped it over, scanning the names. Todoroki Shoto, Lin Yin, Bakugou Katsuki. No! You screamed. No? Your auntie laughed. What's no? Your dead, soulless eyes slowly looked up and met hers. That blonde kid is Bakugou. And? She asked. Okay, well, first of all, what the heck is he doing there? And second, you turned the picture back over and pointed to his hand that was half open. Your auntie looked where you were pointing. Oh, it's the same ring as what's around your neck. Hey, at least it wasn't a cliffhanger. It's still like half a cliffhanger, but at least I gave you like something. You'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out more about what happens. See you then.